So the first step when we pull up, once we've arrived, is setting up the water source. We're gonna get ourselves ready to pull it out, unlatch it, let's pull it over to the water. Before hooking this up, it's important to make sure that the connection is clean, okay? And there's water, lots of pressure. That's perfect, so we're gonna go ahead and hook it up. If you have leaks here, sometimes it's the O-ring, sometimes it's this compression fitting. Let's go ahead and turn it on all the way. We want the flow on all the way so that we don't run out of water in our tank. There it goes into the reel. With the way this works, you want to make sure that that's open, and we can just tuck that underneath for now. Always check the valve. There's a valve right here that cuts the flow on and off. And if we have it off, tank's not filling up. So make sure that that's on all the way. We also have valves for the water source for the pressure washers, so make sure that they're open all the way, all right, and not closed off. That way we have flow. Great. We also have handles here and everything you need to actually pressure wash your nozzles, your tips, accessories. So let's come on over. What we'll do is we'll get our pressure hose ready to go. Hook up the ball valve right away. Turn the valve off. Let's go ahead and drag it out to the work area. So we're back at the trailer. We've got the rest of this hose to unwind. We're gonna pull all of the slack out and go ahead and hook it up to the pressure washer we're going to use. While we're setting everything else up, we're making sure that our water supply tank is filling all the way up. That way when we're ready to clean, the tank is completely full and ready to roll. These are the female fittings. You have a 1/2 inch and a 3/8 fitting. The 1/2 inch is for your hoses or for your ball valves. And as an example, this is how they work. Sometimes people have a really hard time getting this in. You definitely have to engage this back with one hand so that you're pulling back the coupling, and then you're going to push it in and twist a little bit, making sure that that's seated. You'll hear it click and everything will be nice and tight right there at that fitting, okay? For your wands, ball valve goes back, you press in the male side of the fitting, your nozzle's now attached and seated, okay? Some of the issues that happen with this are going to be the little O-ring that's in there. You'll find when these are leaking at either end of the fitting, it's typically an O-ring. So we fix that very simply with a few tools, usually a pick. We can go in here, work it out, pull out the bad O-ring, and simply find a replacement. We have the 1/2 inch sizes as well as the 3/8. Very easy. Squeeze this down, put it in there, use your pick to work around and make sure it's entirely seated. This O-ring's good, so I'm not going to change it. Okay. On our stripping project today, we're going to be using turbo tips. Okay, we have 2 different kinds of turbo tips. This dark green is for the 8 gallon a minute units. The light green is going to be for our 4 gallon a minute units. Okay. These are very dangerous tips, but what we use them for is pounding out failed coating and making sure that the surfaces are completely clean. And this is also great for cleaning joints when they're extra moldy. So, all right, so we've dragged about 100 feet of hose out here, a little bit more. We're going to keep on bringing the slack out because we have this whole pool deck that we're going to take care of. The best bet when you're running right inside of these doors is to put some slack in front of the door where you can actually just run it straight in without it catching on the screen enclosure doors. So we're going to leave this here for now because we're not ready to actually pressure wash